Okay, so I'm here with Lizzie, who is the peer support facilitator and LGBTQ rep of It Happens Here. So Lizzie, would you be able to describe to me what It Happens Here does and what are some of the facilities that you give to students on campus?
So It Happens Here is a student-led society that campaigns to end sexual violence and provide support for survivors of sexual violence. For survivors, we have peer support groups where we can all come together. We have welfare drop-ins, then we do activities such as sort of self-care socials. We also do a lot of campaigning. We run our own campaigns, we help other campaigns, and just generally trying to raise awareness.
So today is International Day of the Elimination of Violence Against Women, so what is It Happens Here doing to mark this day?
So we're having a march for Reclaim the Night. Reclaim the Night marches started in the 70s following the murders committed by Peter Sutcliffe and the subsequent curfew that was put on women. It was fighting to show that we should be able to walk at night and exist at night safely. Since then there's continued to be marches every year in London, and now they're spreading out to cities across the country. Our march is starting here at 9 o'clock under the arches with banner making at 6 o'clock beforehand. We will march around the city and then we've got speakers at the monument.
Cool. So who are some of the speakers that are going to be taking part?
We've got speakers from Women's Street Watch, a charitable organisation, from Our Streets Now, from Our Society, from Newcastle's Feminist Society.
Is it mainly students that you've seen a sort of reaction to this, or is there some older people and non-students that are interested in attending?
The students in our society have organised this march, and I think it will be a lot of our members who are students, but the other organisations are all led by older people, so hopefully there'll be a diverse turnout.
Has there been like a big reaction from people attending? Do you know roughly how many people are going to be there? Are you just hoping for a large amount?
We think it will be quite a few. It's hard to say, but hopefully it will be fairly big.
Cool. Bigger, more atmosphere.
Yeah,
to get the
exactly.
message across. Why do you think an event like this is especially important at the moment?
I think we've seen in the past year with the murders of Sarah Everard and Sabina Nessa, just to name a few, how prevalent violence against women still is. And with the recent spiking epidemic, we see that vulnerable groups are still being attacked at night. I think people feel it really strongly now. You know, in lockdown there was a rise in domestic violence. It's still very unsafe to be in a vulnerable group and out at night, so it's definitely still needs awareness on this issue and to campaign for change.
Do you think people are more reluctant to go out now due to this spiking epidemic and this increase in violence against women?
Yeah, I think people are. I've definitely spoken about it more this year with friends than I ever have before. I know people who stopped going out completely because of spiking. I think as well there's a lot of fear now that there's this spiking by injection. You know, we can take measures to cover our drinks and to watch our drinks, but now it feels like, you know, there's so little we can do.
Lost my page again. So where could you find out more information about It Happens Here?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram and on the uni website. We just search It Happens Here Newcastle and we have everything up on there.
Do you have sort of resources for people who aren't part of the university or who aren't part of the society?
So we have posts that kind of can act as resources, and also if people contact us we can always signpost them to places.
Yeah. And so where is the room for the banner making if anybody is watching and wants to join tonight?
I can't remember off the top of my head,
No.
but it's in the student union. I'm pretty sure it's in the Bamber room.
Right, Bamber
Yeah.
room. And this is a bit of a tricky question to end on, but what do you think this university or the student union could do more to help support women who have been spiked or have had problems with domestic violence?
I think, you know, it's always great when the universities can provide like drink testing kits and things like that. Raising awareness is always really helpful. You know, what we really need is like for clubs and bars to make more action to help people who've been spiked and to prevent spiking. But the main thing that anyone can do, I think, is to target misogyny as its source and look at how we're teaching young boys and aim to eliminate misogyny through education.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Lizzie. Back to you, Harris and Esther.